Okay, hello everyone. My name is Claire and I'm going to be hosting this working group comms meeting. Today is the 28th of March. This is a CNCF community meeting which falls under the CNCF Code of Conduct, which can be summarized as be excellent to each other. This meeting is recorded and will be publicly posted to YouTube, which is hilariously one of the first things to bring up. We have our YouTube videos. Obviously, at the moment, they've been being posted by whoever, probably Leo. I noticed though that most of them, more recent ones, haven't been put to public. They're currently private, and we also didn't have any banners. So I've added the banners to the videos. It's just a case of figuring out if they need to be made public. I can do that. That's easy, but if there's a reason they haven't been made public and if there is a way we can make it easier, it feels like something that the comms team can definitely take on helping with, especially as I now have YouTube access to do YouTube things as well. So I think that's something to keep on top of.
What kind of
Thanks,
videos
Claire.
were that?
It's the ones I'm talking about are these videos, like the recordings from these meetings. Since February,
Okay.
all of them are private still, which I think is probably a mistake.
Yeah, if it's from the comms meetings, then it should be public. That's
Well,
probably
it's all of our meetings. I couldn't find any of the more recent ones. That's how I realized. I think I will make that change because I've been working in the YouTube channel anyway. I'll just change them all to public.
yeah.
But I'm not entirely sure what's gone wrong there. So something to consider. I might bring it up in the main group meeting, or if Leah doesn't know why. That's fine. Okay, so then my post. My kind of comment for this meeting was obviously I made an issue about the post KubeCon things that we needed to do with a couple of suggestions. Valeria and I have already worked on and created the playlist, so that's good. The playlist will be really handy. I think that's something we should definitely do going forwards. I also added finishing up the checklist for the conferences. Now that I've been to a conference as part of a TAG group, I can kind of see what things worked and what didn't and what we can do going forwards. It's going to take a little bit longer, but I am also going to work on creating a YouTube video as like the trailer from KubeCon. I think I got a lot of good videos and we did a lot of new things. We had the booth and we also had the meetup on the roof, which was really fun. And I obviously got the video of everyone doing that. I think that should be a really handy thing and definitely something I want to add to the checklist as well, kind of trying to do more comsy things to really advertise what we're doing and do outreach. I think that'd be awesome. I think that's kind of just in the works and something I wanted to bring up as what we're working on. Did either of you have anything to mention?
I had one question. We talked about it. I don't remember if it was on private messages, but it was about the YouTube credentials. We kind of asked ourselves if there was any restrictions on sharing the YouTube credentials, as I wanted to help Claire with YouTube things, but I don't have access. So I thought it was maybe because I'm not one of the leads of the working groups, or I don't know if there are any specific rules. I don't know, Christina, if you have any information about this, about sharing credentials, or of, for example, we were talking about YouTube. I don't know.
Yeah, now that you mentioned that, we have recently set up a 1Password account for the tag. These credentials must be added there, so I'll ping Leo and ask him to add it to the 1Password, because then it is much easier for us to share this. And yeah, by default, no one gets access to these credentials due to obvious reasons, but for those contributors who will be working with YouTube things, for example, that makes sense to give
Mm-hmm.
access. So if you are one of them, Valeria, then I think we just need to provide you access, but I would like to get it in the 1Password account as well so that we could provide access
Okay.
from there, because it is also easier to
I think
clean up afterwards.
that should be good for everything. For YouTube, though, I believe that you have to invite somebody's Gmail account rather than having credentials, because it's kind of like adding them as somebody that maintains the YouTube channel rather than like logging into a YouTube channel. But I could be wrong.
Oh,
That's how Leo
isn't
added
that
me.
account, doesn't it belong to, doesn't it have like its own
I
login?
would assume so, but the way that Leo added me was by like adding my email as a thing. Um, I guess we can see what the best way is and discuss that. Definitely handy though, as we redefine the roles of the comms group. I think all of these access to social media and things are going to be more relevant here in this working group. So the 1Pass will be very good.
Yeah. Do
Okay,
you
so
need this now, Valeria? Or...
not right now, but Claire, I can definitely help with YouTube things. So would be useful to add me in the group.
Agreed. Maybe we can create other playlists like the ones that we worked on as well. That would be good
Yes.
to do together.
Yeah, I'll ping Leo in. I'll just find this thread where you have been discussing this YouTube stuff, and I'll ask him to add this to, or see if we can add this to 1Password, or how we should do it for YouTube.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, cool. If there's nothing else on specific bullet points, there's a couple of things that we've parked for later that I think are probably going to stay parked until maybe there's Trisha's back. One thing was scheduling a getting started meeting that was discussed last time. I'm not entirely sure how to do this. It was discussed as maybe for the, I think it would be next week, the 8th or 9th. I'm not sure. Oh no, the week after. I'm not sure if that is for the whole tag or just the working group comms thing, or if it's been scheduled already. If either of you know.
Josie, can
I
you repeat it
don't
once
know.
again, Claire?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think Leo and I were talking about a getting started meeting for kind of when
Yeah.
there's new people afterwards. I think we talked about scheduling it for the 8th or 9th in one of our normal sessions for the tag, but I wasn't sure if that was done or what we needed to do for it.
8th or 9th. It's
I'm
Monday
not
or
sure.
Tuesday, though. It's not the
Then that's probably
regular.
wrong. That's probably
The
mean the
10th,
10th.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, nothing is. No, wait a second. It's the green reviews meeting on the 10th. Then it should be. I think it should be either on the 3rd or on the 17th, if it will be instead of the regular. But nothing is scheduled specifically for getting started right now at this point.
What is required to schedule things on the calendar?
I think if you have access to that common calendar that we have in Google, then you should be able to create meetings there, so that everyone who is subscribed to that calendar will then see that meeting. Let me think. I think initially Leo invited some people who have access. Let me. I'm not sure if I have access to add anyone to do things on that calendar, so maybe
I
we may need
can.
to ask Leo for that. I see in the permission settings I can't
Okay.
change anything, so.
Scheduling. Okay. I'll add that as an action point. That's fine. Okay. The only other two things, again, I think because Trisha wants to be involved in kind of redefining the roles for the working group, I think we want to make them more clear and what people do, and hopefully kind of get some more people involved in the working group comm stuff if we can make our kind of goals and the roles and things more well defined. I think I'll leave that on anything we've parked for later though, because both Leo and Trisha wanted to help with that. The same goes, I think, for the chair for the working group. I don't know what the process is for getting a new chair. I know that for the working group green reviews, right, Christina, you nominated for the new chair, but I didn't see any nominations for the original like setup for this working group. So I'm not sure what
Yeah,
we'll
we
do.
need to, initial nomination, it doesn't go through a specific process that basically the ones who started it, they got to be the chairs. But right now we need to go through an official process according to the governance of the tag, like we did for the Green Reviews working group. So we haven't started that process, but we need to start it, and we can nominate someone if we know of someone who would be interested to stepping up as a co-chair, but the only thing is that person should have contributed a bit from before. Otherwise, it will be challenging to nominate a person who has, for example, never contributed to the working group. Therefore, we need to kind of suggest if anyone has a candidate in mind who is also interested to step up and who has been contributing. That would be great. Then we could nominate them. If no, then we need to look, maybe someone from the existing leads can support for some time as a co-chair here.
I think I mean I would be interested in doing the role, but I would have to look into what that looks like. What the I think I'll have to read the governance page for the chair of the working
Yep.
group. But I guess if we need to go through that process, then that's fine. I can have a look and see what that involves, and we can bring that up again in the next meeting.
Yeah, because then you can take a look at that, and if you are interested, then we could kind of set up an issue with the nomination and everything. But yeah, maybe the easiest step would just be for you to take a look and see if this is something you would be comfortable with, and then just let maybe in the next project lead meeting, in the working group meeting, we could bring this up in the group lead meeting. You the other one, the private one, where the others from the leads group are also present. So yeah.
Cool. Okay. I don't know if there's anything else particularly at the moment in the backlog of things. Do you have any updates on the user stories or anything you need from us?
I wrote the message this morning. Leo answered, but I don't think I can get the message right now. But it was talking about kind of, I don't know if it's the correct word. It talked about kind of approving the project, the general project that includes the user stories issue. So I don't know what the status of this activity right now. We kind of have to wait for Leo. I don't know.
I think we need to create a project proposal issue.
Okay.
To propose and let's see. Yeah, we need to Or wait a second, it looks like we have
Mm?
a project action to craft a project proposal. I'm not sure if this means that it is a project proposal, but doesn't look like it because it's not quite defined. I think we need to create a project proposal like it's described in this issue 328. We need to create an issue that basically describes what this project is about and also outlines who will be the leads. And we would like to have 2 leads on this project to back each other up. So I think
Okay.
if you can you create this project proposal issue, Valeria? The template is listed
Yes.
in the first comment, and then regarding the co-lead, we will take it as part of the communication on that issue, I think, and see if we can
Yes.
get a co-lead on it.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Great, thank you.
So we will include the I don't remember the number. I think it 324, the 324 issue in the project proposal.
324. Yeah. Yeah, or we could even probably close it if we get the project going, then we could probably close those 2 other issues and then take everything as part of the project instead.
Okay. Okay.
But to begin with, in the project proposal issue, we could just link these 2 issues that you mentioned, Valeria. We could just link them to that issue and
Okay.
then take it from there.
Okay, great.
Awesome. Is there anything else we need to discuss? If not, I will end the meeting.
Yeah, thanks for doing the
Thanks.
playlist and the following up on the user story issue. And thanks in general.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Okay.
I'll go back to fix my computer.